Hey folks, Robin here again. We've just sent you an email. So the purpose of this video is to take you through what's in that email, keep you progressing through the Kickstarter program. So the very first thing you're going to notice in that email is the first link is the link to your free high performance funnel. And when you get an opportunity to check it out, the first thing you're going to notice is how simple and straightforward the funnel is. So too many people are trying to get funnels and websites to try and achieve too much too soon. And the purpose of that funnel is to get you high quality, low cost leads and get those leads transition into your group to become members of your Facebook group. And when you start using it, it's going to do just that for you really, really well. Now, of course, we're happy to make some adjustments in terms of maybe you want to change the coloring, maybe you'd like to change the font, maybe you want to add your business logo onto the funnel. Any of those things, no problem. We can get those all adjusted and changed for you. But in terms of changes beyond that, although we're kind of happy to do it for you, I would remind you that that funnel is tried and tested. It's been used in countless numbers of business. It converts really, really well. And I encourage you, the only changes to make is kind of logo, font, maybe coloring, because the way it has been structured and sent to you is what's going to work. It's tried and tested, and to start adjusting and changing it is almost like reinventing the wheel. It's unnecessary. It will slow your progress. The fact it's so simple is what in actual fact gives it its power. So I'd encourage you to leave it as it is. So in terms of structure for the Merlin method, we now have the funnel created for you, albeit there may be some adjustments to do. We now need to talk about the next stage, which is, of course, your Facebook group itself. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And on the screen, you can see our Facebook group, Clients for Coaches and Consultants. And the first thing to talk about is getting a group created if you don't have one. And if you do have one, I think this is going to be still worthwhile to show you some of the steps that we take in our groups to catapult you to being in the top 5% of groups in terms of how they're set up and how they are structured. It's really simple. It takes about literally 1 minute to create a group, but let's look at what you need to do. So you're going to go up here to the home button and click the home button. And then you're going to see these options here on the left-hand side. You're going to click the button that says groups. Then you are going to click this button here that says create new group and click that there. And then you come to this page here. Now we're going to talk to you in a moment about how to name the group. This option here, in terms of privacy, click it to private. Now, the reason you're clicking it to private is this group's purpose is to be built to serve you and your business. It's there as a client acquisition tool for you to get clients from your group. It's not there to serve your competitors or other marketers and so on. So the reason we have it private is because that helps us control the narrative, that it helps us better control what goes on or doesn't go on in the group. And this is something we walk you through in Merlin to show you how to get hyper engaged groups, whilst at the same time still getting control of it so that you are getting the client volume that you need. If you have a group that's already public, you can simply change it to go back to private. But one warning, once you have a group that is public, once you change it to private, there is no way back. So you can't go back to public, but we don't see there's any reason why you would have it public, and we would recommend that you have it as private. Visibility here, you want it visible so people can find it. What that does, that allows people who search on the Facebook platform to be able to find your group. There's no reason, of course, you want it hidden, because this is somewhere where you want to attract more of your prospects so you can give them lots of value and then transition them from prospects into paying clients. As you can see, super simple stuff. Let's go back to our group and keep talking about how you structure it. So our group is called Clients for Coaches and Consultants, and we have a very simple methodology here in terms of how we name the group. So your methodology should be, what does your group do and who is it for? It's as simple as that. What does your group do and who is it for? If you look at our group, what do? We show people how to get clients. And who do we do it for? Coaches and consultants. And this is important because when people are considering joining your group, there's just a couple of nanoseconds for them to decide whether this is the place for them. So you want it really, really descriptive. So for example, our businesses, as you know, is called Traffic Rockets, but we haven't called our group Traffic Rockets because that kind of doesn't mean a lot to anybody. If I ask 100 people on the street, we have a group, It's called Traffic Rockets. What do you think we'll do? What do you think we do, rather? We'll probably get 100 different answers from the 100 different people that we would ask. So keep it simple. What does it do and who's it for? If you want to add a little bit more of a descriptor in there, you can use a tagline like we've used. Use the Merlin method to get new clients every day. We're teaching, obviously, a system of using groups to be able to get clients. So again, you're welcome to use a tagline. Remember, that'll only go on the banner. The tagline shouldn't be down here in the name of the group. So really simple stuff. That's how you create a group. That's how you name a group. So let's look about some of the settings. So we show you how to get your group set up so it's set up in those top 5%. Let's go to group settings here. You'll go down the left-hand side and click that. And here you're going to get a list. There is loads and loads of stuff here. We're not going to go through every single part of it, but I am going to go through the things that are important so that when we meet you on the next stage of the Kickstarter, that these parts are done so we can move on to other great stuff to show you how to get more clients and more revenue for your business. So the first thing, we've already discussed this, name and description. We've done that. The description's a little bit more protracted. You would write that like an ad for your business. So this is very descriptive, as a description, of course, of what it is your group is going to do. Your name, what does it do and who's it for? Your description is going to be a little bit more detailed, but don't go on too much. Just a couple of hundred words is enough. Now this here is privacy we've spoken about. You want to keep the group marked to private, simple stuff. And we're going to go down here we're going to jump over some of these. Like I say, we don't need to go through them all. We want to keep this straightforward to keep you guys moving along to get quickly on the way to new clients. Here we want to talk about managing membership. So here's a question, who can join the group? So there's 3 options for people to join. You can allow business profiles to join the group, or personal profiles, or both. And we would recommend, as you see here, we have both profiles and pages on, because it just gives people a little bit of flexibility in how they might join your group. The vast majority of people will join your group using their personal profile, but occasionally you will see a business want to use its business page. The next one is who can approve member requests. This is important because you don't want to allow anybody into the group. It's very important that you have the right kind of people in your group, the people that are in your target market. A group of 1,000 perfectly targeted people will almost always outperform a group of 100,000 random people. So make sure you have this setting clicked that only admins and moderators can allow people in the group. What will happen is people will click a button to request to join. They'll go into a holding area. You can see here on the left-hand side, we have 3 people waiting to come in at the moment. What will happen is you will review those memberships, decide whether or not they're a good fit for your group. If they are, you click approve. If they're not, you click decline. But this is the way you're making sure you're continuously checking the quality and the standard of your group for each and every person that comes to join the group. Who is pre-approved to join? This is, again, people can join without going through the process of being checked. We have this marked to nobody. We recommend that you do also, because again, you want to make sure you're checking who is going in. We'll push past a number of these until we get down to approving posts. So where is that? Who can post here? So who can post? This is a similar to letting the members in. We're talking here about managing the discussion in the group. Again, you need to control the narrative. You need to make sure people are saying the right thing in the group. You want to make sure no one's destabilizing what you're trying to do. So again, you allow people to post anything in the group. Anybody can post, you allow anyone to post in the group. Anyone can post in the group. So you can have anybody post whatever they want in the group. Now you might be thinking, is that not a bad thing? They'll post anything they want. Well, this is where, again, we have a similar caveat here that you're going to have require post approval on. So again, here in our group, you can see there's a member has posted in the group. This post that's in here, when I click it, no one has seen this yet. Just like the members here are waiting to get approved, this post that one of our members has posted is also waiting to be approved. And one of my team will go in there, they'll check that, they'll decide whether or not the group fits the narrative of our group. Is it acceptable? Does it obey the rules of our group? If it does, we'll click approve. If it doesn't, we will click decline. And you also have the option when you decline them to send feedback to the member to kind of guide them on what they should or shouldn't be posting in your group. If you get those a few bits done, I mean, there's lots more here we can talk about. We'll be talking about that more as we go through the program. There's a really, really clever here one in terms of getting adding questions before someone joins the group, which is a fantastic way to get a really hot lead. We can show you that later in the program. But for now, if you get those things done at this stage, it's going to really help us get you moving along so we get the most value as we possibly can on the Kickstarter. So a quick kind of review and look forward. In terms of review, you have the funnel now. You have the free high performance funnel that is with you. It's simple. That's its beauty. You now need to follow just a couple of steps to go and get your Facebook group set up. If you've already set your group up, make those adjustments in terms of the settings I've shown you. And then the next call, we move to really exciting stuff, because in the next call, I'm going to show you how to use the funnel. I'm going to show you how to use the group. So it's important you come on that call. And more than that, I'm going to show you exactly, step by step, how you can go from where you are today to whatever your immediate term income goal is. So however much money you want to make per month from your Facebook group, I'm going to show you the complete strategy, step by step, of exactly how we would achieve that. And remember, that brings you to the end of our Kickstarter. This is on the next session, not now, on the next session. And at the end of the Kickstarter, you will have had your free high performance funnel, which you now have. Your group will be set up in a couple of moments once you take those steps. You're going to get the full strategy off me on the next session, and I'm going to show you how to use the funnel and the group. And then only then at the end of our next session will you decide whether or not you want to come onto our paid program. So get those little things done. Make sure to come on the next call so I can show you how to use it. So even if you don't come on the paid program, you can go off and use your funnel and start getting maybe some traction with it. But for now, get those things done. I'll see you on the next session. That should have already been booked. If for whatever reason it's not booked, or for whatever reason you can't make the call, just reach out to me or one of my team and we'll get that readjusted for you. I can't wait to see you on the next program to show you how all this comes together in the Kickstarter and start getting you some new clients and new revenue for your business. I'll see you very soon. All the best.